my ultimate favorite. Laura Patton's here to join me. Okay? Oh. So,
Look,
I know
this shines on my... Look.
Well, you think it's... What's underneath?
No, it's like the disco lights.
The disco lights. God damn, when you're close up like this, it makes you feel
What,
so
it's too
like...
close?
No, I get like that double chin complex.
Or maybe
You
you
don't
just have a
get that?
double chin.
Well, I do.
Then there's
Do
no
you have one?
complex. Girl, I got the vagina neck.
Girl, I got the vagina leg.
Yeah, like I can go.
See, do you have... My friend told me that I have chicken skin.
Oh, chicken
What's that
skins
mean?
are different.
She said that's old.
That's chicken skin. My sister has
But what's
chicken
that
skin
mean?
on her arm. It's you have like on a chicken breast how it has
Yes,
like
those
little
little
dots.
dots.
Yeah, you can
She
get to,
said
my
that's
sister has
because
chicken
I'm old.
skin. No, my sister had chicken skin as a kid. Always. My
Oh,
sister
good.
has,
Then I'm going to prove
she
her
has
wrong.
chicken skins like on the upper part of her arm.
Okay,
It's
so
just a
what-
thing.
just
It's
a
like
thing.
being left-handed.
It's like... Okay, so I don't have to worry about it being... She's like, you're really old. You have chicken skin.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I'm weirded out by this light thing. What can I
Okay,
cover
well,
it with
this
my...
one, what is... Can we...
my
can we-
rectal,
She brought this on the show. What is this?
So,
It's like a long piece of gum?
today, I learned, I don't know, I'm trying to keep the topics light. So in my rectal pelvic floor therapy today,
We're going to keep it light. We're just going to talk rectal.
no, people don't want to hear about butts.
You just said it.
I'm trying to keep it light. No, but,
But you
I'm
brought it up.
learning, well, because yes, what I don't know why I had it with me, but I'm learning that to fix your coolie, do you call it a coolie? Is that your butt or your front? What was your
Coolie
coolie?
would only be the back.
Of course. My friends in Massachusetts swear the coolie is the front.
Who in the world would call the coolie
Massachusetts. Massachusetts, if you're listening, coolie is
the
not.
front? No. What do you call the front? The
You
foot?
peachy. Well, no, you're peachy.
No, I don't call it that either. It
You don't
sounds
call
like
you
pastry.
peachy? No, when
Like
you were a
we-
kid. Oh, I felt I hurt my peachy.
No, we had
Like
a
if you were
different
riding a
name.
boy bike and you fell off, you were like, oh, my
No,
peachy.
your pee or my family had a name, but I'm not going to disclose that.
What was it?
I can't do that right
Why?
now. I don't know if they want my permission, but I can't. It's
Was it
weird.
original?
No, it was something weird. I'll tell you after. Something
more
we
you know.
eat that like only Ukrainians eat. Anyway.
It was your pierogi?
How the fuck did you do that?
Because a pierogi looks like a puss.
That's why my grandmother thought of that? How did you figure that out? I have never told you this.
It would be like a taco. It's a Polish taco or a Ukrainian taco.
So she would say, look at the little pierogi.
Yeah.
So then when we got older, we were like, we're eating pierogies for dinner. And we'd all be like,
Oh.
me and my cousins, the girl cousins, like, what?
I know. It's like you can't say teabag without being like,
Yeah. Okay, so
Teabag.
peace.
So anyway, so I'm learning that my problems with my whatever, it's all about if I fix my diaphragmatic breathing and I have tight rib cage and she was doing cupping and this I'm supposed to stretch and be like,
And that has to do with your buttocks.
yeah, apparently
Coolie.
the problems with my pierogi, well not my pierogi. The problem with my coolie needs to be fixed here in my trunk.
Your coolie has to be fixed from here?
Yes.
How does this have to do with this?
It's all about the mindfulness and the stretching and your breathing. Breathing.
Because they're really connected, right?
Yes.
Oh, my fibromyalgia.
And stress.
Stress causes everything.
And it's all,
I'm
and
trying
she
to
said
cover
I had
live shit.
tight ribs. And I have like a tiny cervix. And I go, I don't need tight and tiny on parts that like aren't, I don't need that.
You're like, I have tight and small parts.
yeah, I need
where?
like the parts that are tight and small
need to be
on that.
not on my double chin.
No.
No.
Not on my
Not on my
gobblers.
not on my
Not on my gushies. Do you
My
have gushies? What do you call your gushies?
That sounds like a gush or something you
No,
eat.
your gushies-
Hello, Kelly. Hello, Melissa.
Your
Do it.
gushies are
I'm
your
dead.
thighs.
Dead, dying
Are
already
your
laughing.
thighs?
The gushies are your thighs.
Thighs. What do you call your gushies?
Thighs.
Well, they be
She's
next
got
to
every.
pierogi.
What nationality are you?
Italian.
The Italians. They come up with the gushies, the goodies.
The peachy,
Wait,
the
I heard
coolie,
that-
the gushies.
I've heard that in a rap song.
The
She's
gushies?
got the gushies. No.
Really?
Gushy
I don't know.
gushies. The gushy gushies.
I don't know.
She goes, I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait. Okay. So,
So we talked about
it's helping
coolies?
your coolie.
Yeah, so I go for pelvic floor therapy to a therapist.
You're busy busting
Well,
your ass.
busy.
Literally
Literally.
busting our ass.
Literally.
I hate when people say that. It's a
Literally.
new thing now. It's like the new thing. Like they go, bro, you know, bro. Literally, why do they got to do that?
Enunciate.
Yeah,
And put the
wow.
emphasis on the wrong part of the word. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know.
But everybody's doing it.
And
You
everyone
just did
uses the
it.
word
You just did
lore. Lore. Everyone's saying the lore. The lore. I don't know their lore. The
it.
backstory.
ALLUE.
No, LORE. Like
A
like
lore?
like the lore, your story, the tale.
Okay, I haven't gotten there yet.
Lore. You haven't heard lore?
No, it's not TikTok trending yet.
Lore. Look at it. I got rid of my TikTok, and then it
did?
shut
Why?
down, and it's not back on the App Store. I had to get rid of it. Brain rot, ladies and gentlemen. Brain rot. It's coming.
You
it's
learn
real.
from it though.
You don't. It's not a primary
I've learned
source.
so much from it.
Have you fact checked anything you've learned?
How do you fact check?
Go to a primary source. Go to the library. Say, I saw this on the TikTok librarian. Is it true? Help me
I
out.
saw this on TikTok, librarian. She's gonna say, "I'm sorry, dear. Hold on." She lowers her glasses and says, "We have books from the 1960s."
No, she also can get you to a primary source. You should be primary sourcing everything. Wikipedia and TikTok is not where you should be getting your information.
My girlfriend always
Thank
says
you.
that. She's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "TikTok told me.
No.
TikTok told me."
Listen, it's attractive.
I know it's attractive.
It has a lure.
It's entertaining too, though.
Agreed.
But a lot of
Agreed.
it's fake news.
Could be, but it's not a primary source.
90%.
Maybe now you just made up that fake news fact. 90% of everything on TikTok is fake.
Well,
according
when
to
you have an
Kathy.
AI of Justin Bieber with his baby, when he already said he's not going to let that baby be in the media, but then he's AIing with the
Oh,
baby.
we've been talking about JB. Oh, whoa! I'm out.
Is it too late now to
Baby,
say sorry?
baby. No. I saw the Justin Bieber movie, the documentary back in the day,
Yeah, I did.
and the song "Girl." What's this song about? Not "Please Don't Go, Girl." The one about
That is
sorry.
New Kids on the Block.
I know. NKTV.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
No,
I'm
something
missing
about like
nobody. No, you're talking about
The
love
sad-
yourself.
no, from the first album when he says sad, when he was sad, saying goodbye to the girl. The first album.
When he was a kid?
Yeah. What was that one? I loved it.
How was no?
It'll come to me.
It was-
Go look up the JB discography. She
I
don't
gotta
know
go
how
to the
do it.
library. Hold on.
Yeah. Hello, librarian.
I'd
One
like to
ringy
know.
dingy.
Because Google don't have the answers either.
No, they do. They do.
See?
And not again,
So
not a
then why
primary
can't
source.
I fact check my Google?
From
instead of-
Google. Google. Okay, so Google is really just okay. So the internet is the information superhighway, right? So if you're going to get on the highway, which toll lane do you go through? So that's really all that Google is. Am I going through the easy pass lane, or am I paying a toll, or am I jumping the turnstile? That's all they really are. They are just methods to get to the information superhighway. Life is a highway. No,
So
but
where do you
understand-
go?
I really
the link.
try and primary source stuff. Like if somebody says, I got this from this study, I've gone deep and like gone to like the primary studies, and I've lost a lot of my time and life like trying to fact check stuff.
And it worked out though.
It does, but
But
yeah.
you seem like you're a little bored about it.
Well, I'm really doing my best to stay above the fray and to not let the
I
noise,
get it,
the
I get
noise
it, but-
take me in. Because my husband
It is.
yesterday, we were going to see Louis C.K.
Okay.
at Gov's, and my husband and I were driving, and I got off the Twitter and all the stuff, and I'm on the Blue Sky, whatever. Anyway, so I was looking
Oh, you got rid
at
of
stuff,
that, too.
everything, and I was looking, and I was like, "Oh, can you believe?" And he's like, "That's what I told." And my husband, Arnold, and my husband was like, "Stop it! Did it happen?" I go, "It happened." He goes, "Until it happens, you're worrying about nothing." Well, like a man answer. And I said, "You know what? I'm not talking to you about this, but there's some semblance of what he's saying is true because it can consume you from the inside out."
Always does that to me.
I know. So I'm really trying to keep my life small, my circle being my family, right? Right. Me, primary, my health, my job, my stuff. Then my husband, like circle of life. Then I have my children. Then I have my mother. Then I have my sister, and my brother-in-law, and my nephews. You know, and then like that sort of my core priority should be.
Yeah.
Then, like when I went, I had gone to the ladies' march. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, the point was, keep your focus on where you can make differences. So if something's bothering you, then run for your local school board, get involved in local politics,
Right.
support your local newspapers and stuff, because that's where at the local level, and that ultimately bubbles up. Because things being done, my outrage is not going to move the needle. Oh, hello.
See with that person
Hello.
beeping outside.
So my outrage isn't going to move the needle, and if anything, it's only going to hurt me.
I understand that. I get that.
And I'm really, really trying to not. And honestly, this is what I love about this country. And I'm going to talk politics, and then I'll be done. This is what I love about this country. We've been in Can you imagine a country like we were going out, a country where you couldn't drink, and the religious movement and temperate and
Where they can't drink, like India or something? Where
no,
they
in the
don't
United
believe in that?
States, you couldn't drink for like 9 years. It was prohibition.
When? Oh, you were teaching me all that other stuff the last time you were here.
But prohibition,
Holy shit.
we said it had to do with the temperance movement, which had to do with religious movements, and people felt like they were losing their husbands, they weren't coming home, and they were losing them to drinking in bars and stuff like that. And they were like, "Oh my God, my life will be better if my husband didn't go to the bar." And the government
Same
came
with
and
my
they
father would have
and
been
they
much better.
banned alcohol. Alcohol was banned.
I did not know that.
It's
Why didn't they
called
ban it when
prohibition.
my father was around?
I don't know. But then what happened? It created a whole bootleg industry. It created, and it was loss of revenues. So prohibition, I can give you, my apologies. So to our listeners, I will look up the timing of prohibition. I want to say it was maybe been 4 years. All right, right around the Depression.
Okay.
But think about a country
But
where
still,
like
yes.
alcohol was illegal. And guess what? We figured it out.
They figured it out and they went through it.
They brought in other people and they voted out. How about the country? We had a civil war. We split. We literally said the South's going to be its own country. We're going to secede. The country split over the issue of slavery. Guess what? We got back together.
So going forward, are we going to get back together?
We have to. Because then this experiment called America
Is
doomed. And I will give it the 200 and what are we, 1776. So I marched in the bicentennial parade in 1976. So
She's
what are we
aging
at? What
herself.
are we? 240 years old, 250 years old, 240 something years old? This country?
I don't know.
It works. This country works.
It works. Well,
It works.
It's failing now.
Correct. And some people
Not that I want to really go there.
listen, some people are being marginalized and it's hurtful and there's a lot of dangerous rhetoric out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
But is it rhetoric or is it reality? And we're up against one party led Congress, one party led Senate, and one party led executive order and a customized, as Mitch McConnell said, court, which transcends terms.
So you're saying nothing's-
It's a little difficult right now.
So nothing's really like in stone yet?
Nothing's in stone. And to say stuff's in stone,
Because that would be really scary.
to say stuff's in stone, and
I'm
then there's
concerned.
also
I'm
we
really
have
concerned.
methodologies to fight it. We can get lawsuits. We can do this. There's a lot
Two
that can
bald
be done.
bitches. What's up, Debbie and Marcia?
Who says we're bald
Debbie,
bitches?
Two bald bitches.
Debbie D'Amore. She said we're
But
bitch. I don't know.
What
Is she in
did she
English?
say? See, that's when I need my readers.
Two
Oh,
bald
God.
bitches. What up?
No,
Oh,
we're
what
two
up?
old bitches.
No, she said bald.
I know. I
Bald.
saw two bald bitches.
No, bald. Your lady part's bald. Is your pierogi bald?
Ball. Ball. That's why my
We're
sister
bald.
said I'm dead before.
Oh,
You
'cause I
said
guessed the pierogi.
Yes, nobody would ever guess that.
So that
but you're
is-
a very brilliant person.
Thank you. So that is my take on America.
Okay.
Let's just hope this experiment called the
I
United
like-
States works. That's
I,
what we
I like
can
your
do.
positivity, though.
I have no choice.
I know you have no choice. And when you were talking about all that other stuff, this TikTok, I actually started to limit my social media crap because, like, I don't want to look at things. But I was more so not watching, like, going on Facebook, going on Instagram. Like, I have 20 messages on Instagram. I don't even want to read them.
Well,
I just don't care right
all
now.
my
I don't know
messages
why.
on Instagram are porn. I don't know why I get all porn. Do you get a lot of porn?
No.
Every time I open it, it's a girl winking her flower pierogi at
You're
me.
fucking...
I'm getting like, woo woo.
She's lying. No, there's no way.
I swear to God, I bet
you
you I
get
get-
porn. Then that's
All
your
the-
thread.
No, it's not my algorithm.
That's your algorithm. Yes.
No,
your thread
no,
algorithm.
no, let's
whatever. No, it comes because why do I get emails that say
let's
hemorrhoid
see.
relief?
Let's see. Okay, let's see.
They're
Laura,
listening.
Let's see. Oh, wait, maybe deleted.
They're
them.
listening.
They're deleted.
Because she already
Deleted.
watched the video. She was
Oh,
like,
request. See, look from the lady. Look
From the lady.
big butt stepmom. Follow
big
her around.
dog.
Big
That's
butt
not-
stepmom giving it to her stepson. See,
Click it.
I can't accept it.
That's
I
why
gotta
she
delete
doesn't
it.
have TikTok, because she was banned from it and they deleted her because she was
No.
watching weird shit.
I was
No,
talking
I'm
to
just
someone. They're like, on my fans only account. On my fans only.
OnlyFans.
Look,
You
see,
mean
Billy.
OnlyFans.
That's what she called it. Fans. Look, even Billy Geyer's on this thing. Stevie GB. Look, it's porn. Come on, look at me for a
The
live
eggplants
video.
with the spitting water. That
I
means
know. I know.
Yeah.
Look, it's all porn. Porn.
Nope, never got it.
Porn. You don't get this all the time?
No, I get like people from different countries.
Oh
speaking
my
different,
God,
like,
I get
things.
so much porn.
That's
Awful.
weird.
I don't know why.
Gee, I wonder.
No.
Debbie said she's so smart that Laura Nick something Patton.
Yeah,
love
you. Oh, she's so
Cassiano.
smart, that Laura Nicotra Pat.
Oh, that
Thank
she spelled
you,
both of our
Debbie.
names wrong though. I love you.
Oh, she doesn't have to fact check it. She's got my name.
We're not about fact checking, okay? Fake
Clearly, Katie Arnold. So let's just hope for America. Let's just pray for the best and prepare for the worst.
I know, and I want to keep thinking positive, but sometimes things when
And listen,
it's
and
like
there-
when your friend has cancer and they're struggling, are you going through it with them? Absolutely, right?
100%. Well, that's the difference between.
Transgender is the
Well,
same thing.
listen.
I'm going through it with them.
Well, here's the thing: are you sympathetic or are you empathetic? There's a big difference.
I'm a big empath.
Right. So if you're empathetic, use when you almost stand in their shoes. So their pain is my. I listen. I haven't spoken to her, and I see this. Emma. It's not just the word trans. Emily, it's a face to me. It's Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that stuff, it's Emily. When you say the word DEI, to me that's a terrible way of using the N word.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the word DEI and swap it for the N word or swap it for gay,
No,
lesbian,
like,
trans, or
no.
whatever, then that's what they're saying, and it's hurtful.
It
so
is very hurtful.
more importantly, what I came here today to talk about was if somebody says, you're sick as a dog.
Dogs don't get sick.
My point exactly. And we've been saying, oh, I'm so sick. I'm sick as a dog. Do you say that?
No,
You never said it.
no. I'm not gonna lie. I've said it in my lifetime, but I won't say it anymore.
Right. So what does it
Oh,
mean?
I'm sick as a dog. My
Wow.
mother would say that.
Yeah. What dog is sick? What does she mean? What? I really
because
want
it came from somewhere, from
yes.
the back in
well,
the day.
I did my homework.
See,
It came
and
from
then what is it?
Well,
Tell
it came
me.
from the 1700s because
was it?
back now dogs are domesticated and they eat real food and people treat dogs better than
Human.
humans. But back then, dogs were not coming in your house. Dogs were gross. They were mangy things on the street.
Oh, like,
so they always
like a little raccoon or something.
yeah. Well, not. I don't know where you got that reference, but I'll let it go. Okay. But the point was,
I don't know. You don't let a raccoon in the house.
well, fine. Yes. Okay.
You want
thank
one in your house? Because I don't want one in mine.
Right. So mangy dog was sick out in
Okay,
the street,
so a
like
little
a
scraggly thing with fucking.
Perhaps.
Okay.
and,
Mange.
and had the rabies.
Yes.
So that was sick as a dog. But people still say it.
And that's where hair of the dog came from. You know why they call it that?
Why?
When they say when people would drink and they get
Yeah.
hungover, they go, hair of the dog, hair of the dog. You know where that came from?
Where'd it come from?
It came from, back in the day, a dog
Yeah.
who got bit by a rabies dog.
Yeah.
Made that dog sick, so you would have to take the hair of the rabies dog and place it into the wound of the healthy dog, and that's why they call it the
Look
hair of the
at you.
dog.
You're smart, Mikey. I'm smart. That was good. That's
See,
what I
know
wanted
some
to
facts.
discuss
It's
today.
weird facts, though, sometimes, but
That's what I wanted to discuss.
I want to do things like that.
I'm snug as a bug in a rug. You ever
we
see a
call
bug
my
in a
niece
rug?
That. We go
What does that
snug
mean?
in a bug, snug in a rug, a bug in a rug.
No, you don't say
I know,
that.
something like that. We say something. Where's my sister?
What do you say? You're like,
no,
don't
she's a
put,
bug in a rug.
What do you say? Don't put pennies in your pierogi?
She's never gonna let this down now. I'm dead.
Don't put
See,
pennies
why
in
do we
your
say I'm
pierogi.
dead? These are the
Why?
new things now.
Well, the kids say that I'm dead. It means something.
Those things like, like, oh, hold your horses. You know why they say that? Like, oh, come on, Laura, hold your horses. We're not in a rush.
Right, because it was back in the day.
See, they had to
Yeah.
hold their horse because the horse was ready to go. Hold your horses. We're not going yet.
Yeah, and then the thing, like, it was something like, on the wagon. What do you mean? I'm on the wagon. Wagon had to do with like the wagon came around just with water, and it was like that you were just going to drink water. I was just
Yeah.
drinking water.
Oh,
I
I
wasn't
didn't
drinking
really know
fire
that.
water, which is what they called alcohol.
And then
See
you're like,
this?
you're off the wagon.
You're off the wagon. Now you're not drinking the water. You're off the wagon.
And you're like, oh, I'm back on the wagon.
Back on the wagon.
Ah.
Back on the wagon.
There you go.
Oh,
Back on the
oh,
wagon.
back on the wagon.
Wow.
So that was my fun facts today.
Debbie,
Although we were talking about
Laura, my sister. Laura is legit the best. You're probably talking. Why? Because your pennies and your pierogi? No. Debbie, she's smart. She's not dumb like everybody thinks. Frito the Godfather?
Fredo.
Fredo, what's that?
Oh,
Now I gotta learn
it's
more
your sister.
things. I
She's
only
smart,
bring her on
Mikey.
to teach me.
Mikey, I'm smart. I was passed over. I'm the older brother. You don't know that, Fredo?
No, I know
What?
Alfredo. What I eat.
Oh,
Oh, now my mom's joining. If she only heard you talk about my
pennies
pierogi.
in the pierogi. Don't put pennies in
It's
the
her.
pierogi.
It's her mother that called it pierogi.
What is your family background?
My mom's side is Ukrainian and Irish,
Yeah.
and my dad is Irish German.
And I will tell you this. Maybe this is why we have a thing.
What?
Ukrainian grandfather. I know. Somebody's like,
Ooh,
I keep the
My
Ukraine
mom
in
said,
the.
"Oh."
You keep the Ukraine in the vault. But my grandfather was Vladimir Bishkapovich.
What the?
What?
But did you have an issue? Did your grandparents have an issue? Because my mother always said, my mother just put Kelly put a pierogi dumpling. My mother, I have a video of her on TikTok from a couple years ago. She said when she was 15 years old, she used to argue with people. She'd be like, because her friends would be like, you're Polish. And
Polish,
she's like,
yes, yes.
no, I'm Ukrainian. She's like, and I was 15 years old and I told them to go fuck themselves.
Yes.
She goes, well, I am not Polish. They hated to be called Polish.
It was a
Why?
big thing. It was different because obviously it's different. It's like me saying you're from Suffolk County.
I'm like, fuck no, I'm from East Meadow, Nassau County.
Right.
No, but I wouldn't get that
but
mad.
people wouldn't know, well, maybe because it was a different, and also people from Polish that was, the textbook,
Because-
like the stupid jokes and the dumb,
They're
you're
like,
dumb
oh,
Polak
you're
and blah, blah,
Polak, you're
blah,
dumb.
right,
So,
right,
but
right.
because they were so close?
And you also want to, well, I don't want to get into, I would have to invite my husband on here to give the history of the Ukraine and the Polish and the breaking of it I don't know, the Bolsheviks. I'm going to mess it up. I don't even want to step all over it.
Don't
But
worry about
obviously they left and they came through, Ellis Island. Situation was hard. So my grandmother was Sicilian and my grandparents on my other side was Sicilian. But my grandfather was a young soda jerk back in the day.
What's a soda jerk?
So Debbie Diamore, help me with the soda
Oh
jerk.
my God, she's teaching me
So much.
I learned more from you than I did in high school.
I didn't want you to talk about stupid stuff today. So so soda jerk was someone who worked at
Stupid
soda.
stuff. You're the one who just said you wanted to talk about stupid stuff.
No, I meant like just dumb stuff that you don't used to talk about. So a soda jerk was someone who worked the soda fountain, where people would hang out at the soda fountain.
Okay.
Like
well,
in-
I'm not your and Debbie's age.
I guess you're
My mom
not.
said too many jokes about Polish. That's why they got mad.
Yeah, because they weren't. Because Polish was.
She was like, I'm not Polish though. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
but
they're
it's
like,
close
oh, you
enough.
dumb Polak. Right. It wasn't that. And
That's
Ukraine
why
was
they were
different.
like, no, stop.
Yeah, they were very prideful people. So my grandfather, Vladimir Bishkapovich, when he came here, that was a mouthful, and he became Walter Bishop. Look at that. Fun fact.
That is a fun fact,
Fun
everyone.
fact.
Fun fact. She's
Fun
good, huh?
fact. And my grandmother, that had the babushka on her head.
What, the Little House on the Prairie
No,
things?
you know the babushka. They
What
would
the
wear
fuck?
she would wear like her hair ending under an apron. She was bad at. They lived on Long Island. They lived in Eastport. You know
That's-
Eastport?
Northport.
It
but
is
east.
not, but okay. It's not just
next
both
to
at
it?
Port. It's further. It's south of there, obviously, and it's further out east. But it was real farm country. So they were living in Eastport in like the 40s, and the Southern State didn't even exist.
Really?
The Southern State did not even exist. Southern State Parkway was not even built yet.
Was it dirt?
It was dirt. It was roads, but
you know,
it was.
where I lived is the first town they ever had in Long Island. Do you know it?
Yes, I'm going to give you that. It was Lynbrook.
No.
What was it?
Levittown.
Well, Levittown was the first
forgot his
subdivision because it was it Arthur Levitt. who, believe it or
Maybe.
not, lived in Manhasset. He didn't even want to live in with Levittown.
My grandfather wore one. My mother.
A babushka. See, your grandmother.
Oh, my
grandfather
grandfather
wore one.
What? The
See?
men wore it too?
Perhaps it was a thing.
The
My grandmother had the
babushka.
babushka.
I want to see a picture of the babushka. It
And
sounds
this
like something
lady-
you eat.
It sounds like a pierogi. No, this lady. This
Put your
lady
babushka
wore
on,
down.
let me eat the pierogi.
This old broad in her like 80s, and maybe she was like 51, but she looked like she was in her 80s. She would like cut the grass with a sickle. You don't know what a sickle is either. She don't know a sickle. You don't know a sickle?
I feel like I'm back in global studies. Actually, you're like
Sickle was like, you know, the Russian flag is the star and the sickle. It's just
Yes.
it's a tool, and you
Oh,
could
okay.
use it to like chop down stuff. It's a carved knife, if you will.
All right, if you will.
Sickle, not to be confused with sickle
Yeah,
cell.
the men wore one too. Yeah.
See,
Okay, yeah.
now you know.
I'm learning
The
a lot.
more you know.
No, the less what? Isn't there a part to that?
No,
The more,
the more
you
you
know,
know.
the less you feel.
No, the more you know was from NBC when
oh,
they were
I'm
doing
thinking-
PSAs.
I'm thinking of like a deep song from like hardcore.
No, it was with the
The
doo
less
doo
you-
doo with the star.
Do do.
The more you know, and it was like the PSAs.
Yes,
They're
I
like,
remember that.
you should brush your teeth for at least 2 times of singing the happy birthday song. Do do do. The more you know.
She's aging herself.
No, I aged myself with the hanker for a hunk of cheese guy.
The hanker for a hunk of cheese.
Do you remember that? So in the 70s, ladies and gentlemen, in the 70s,
Gentlemen.
they would teach you things. They would teach kids stuff because they felt like, okay, so now we're talking about.
Because in the 80s they stopped like teaching people.
Well,
them.
I had more content. It was different. So I had 5 TV channels, right? So I would watch TV after school and Saturday morning. That was it for kids, right?
Yeah, same here. Pretty
Yeah, it was 4
much.
channels, like 5, 11, 21 if you had to, but like 2, 4, 5, 7, right? Kind of thing. So what they would do in between the commercials, they would have these public service announcement, PSA.
Yes.
Right, where they would teach kids stuff, like obviously hence Schoolhouse Rock or whatever. But there was one they were teaching kids to eat cheese. Because you should have cheese. Cheese, it was like
They
from
have
the...
to teach you to do that?
Yes, they wanted kids to eat cheese. People aren't eating cheese like they're eating cheese today.
Why weren't they eating cheese then? Like because they drank too much milk?
I don't know. And the guy would come out. He'd be like, a hanker for a hunka, a slab, a slice, a chunka, a hanker for a hunk of cheese. You don't know the cheese?
No.
He was like, when you get up and go has got up and went.
I probably wasn't born yet.
No, you were.
I was not even a thought or
No,
whatever.
hanker for a hunk of cheese.
No.
He was a big deal.
She's got hanker for a hunk of cheese.
He was
She's-
time for
I
timer.
was around the time with Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, it's too late. He was
Yeah,
hanker
you
for a
were
hunk
too
of
late,
cheese.
see?
He was time for timer. You never saw him?
Oh,
a
you
hanker for
brought
a
him
hunk
up
of
the
cheese.
last
I was
time,
on
I
my
think.
shirt.
Yes,
I had that time for
that's
timer.
why.
But I had him on the show, but that was the song. And then there was another one
They were
about
teaching kids how to eat cheese?
yes, cheese.
What did they do? Were they like, this is how you eat it?
No,
They were
like
slices,
telling you
there was
like
balls.
cheese was well. You could hanker for a hunka, a slab, a slice, a chunka, a hanker for a hunk of cheese.
I'm dead.
And then there was another one to not eat pills because they didn't have child safety locks on
Oh,
medicine.
it didn't do the...
Nope.
I could barely get mine open.
You could just open it up. Like, glug, 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 glug.
No. Glug, 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 glug.
So they had a whole big thing of all these puppets that were pills. And they would sing, no, 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 we're not candy. Believe us. You never heard that one? Even though we look so fine and
You
dandy.
do know I was born in 1980?
80? 80.
Did you think I was older?
No, but 80
No.
seems... I have sweatshirts from 1980.
I don't.
1980, I graduated 6th grade. I was born in 68. So I'm 12 years older.
My mother graduated high school in 68.
Did she? Oh my God, I know her.
No, you were born that year. She graduated
Yeah.
that year. You guys
And my
are
mother was
18
born, my
years-
mother was born in 43.
So you're only 18 years apart from my mom.
So you could be my baby. I could have, no, I would have been
No,
too young.
wait.
I would have been 12 in 1980. I was 1980, I was 12.
Dang.
I went to 6th grade.
Well, I would hope that you went to 6th grade.
Yeah,
You
so-
know a lot of this shit.
So I went to 6th grade, which I should have brought in. I won the People's Almanac for a MS Bookathon. I read the most books
No
in
way.
1980.
How is anyone going to
would've-
believe that?
Who would have thunk it?
Nobody here watching would ever think
I
that.
got the People's Almanac.
She's probably got the honor roll. She got all those hunk of cheese awards.
I did.
And pierogies.
And look where I'm now. And look where I am now. Her and I are equals. We're sitting here doing the same
We're
telling dick
equals.
jokes. Equals.
Dick jokes? It was
Well,
pierogi jokes
pierogi
at the
jokes.
time. And asshole jokes.
I do. I was told asshole jokes for women are never funny, so I can't do my asshole material.
People laugh at mine.
Well,
Because
at you or with you?
Yeah.
The more you know. The more you know.
No.
No.
No. Speaking of assholes, though, I
Yes.
think I was molested over the weekend by the massage guy.
Okay. Asian,
Yes.
foot, and he went up, or you went full back?
Full back.
Full back.
Underwear very low down past.
You wore your underwear.
No, but then you know how they pull it down a little bit and put
Yeah,
the
yeah,
towel
yeah.
in it?
Yeah.
Mine was like all the way like mid down.
Was he rubbing your glute?
And I don't know what that is.
Your glute is your
Yeah.
muscle.
And the buttocks.
Was he near your bunghole?
Well, he was looking at me this way.
Yeah.
And I was this way, right? So there's my ass.
Yeah.
And he was going like this. And his fingers were sliding into my crack like this. And I'm going,
Above
oh my
the
God.
crack.
Inside. It was slipping in. He was a hair away from a hemorrhoid.
That's a hair. That's a big hair. That's. He was
And
safe.
then he was grunting a little
Well,
bit.
did you tell him to stop?
Oh, no, I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, I've had many massages before, but I was like, this one seems a little weird to me. And then I'm like, but he was like, and he was doing it, but he kept sliding. and I
Maybe he
was
just
getting
had
nervous.
a machine on it, and he was sitting in the corner like, and he was like beating off.
No, but
to
then
your ass.
when he pulled my hand this way, I felt his dingling a little.
Yeah, so I can tell you a
You've
story
done that?
about
You
that.
felt that
It happened to
before?
me.
They're like
Shut up.
right against the thing, like
But it
this.
wasn't an Asian one.
Okay,
I was in
what
a
is it?
legit, in Atlantic City, like a $300 massage in a place, and you know how you lay down?
Yeah.
For the audience. So your hands go like that, right? You lay down. All these lights. So I was laying down, and the guy was leaning across, and maybe I'm more girl. I had a problem with my hip because I got bursitis. So he was leaning. I got bursitis. So he leaned across, and as he leaned across, his nuts come out. And my husband said, that's what you get for making it like a bowl.
Wait, because your
spoon
hand
rest.
was like this?
My hand was back.
So her hand was cuffed to put his hunk of cheese.
He put his hunk of cheese.
No, it rested right in your hand.
Yes.
And did his other piece do anything?
No, well,
Go up
I got
his-
the ball. I got the beans. I didn't get the Frank. So
She got the beans and not the Frank.
not the Frank. So I was freaked out, and I'm like, oh my god. So then I couldn't concentrate. What?
I don't know. People are laughing because I got the beans and not the Frank. Fucking beans.
Frank and beans. Frank and beans.
So-
So I didn't know what to do, and then I was at dinner, and I started telling people, and then I was gambling. Had I have won, I may not have ruined this life, but I lost at the table too. So now I was even madder.
Because you got beans in your hand.
I had
and then
beans in
you're
my
losing
hand. I was
money.
losing money at the table.
And you paid to feel the fucking guy's
So
dick.
I said, you know what? I shouldn't have paid for that. I think I want to go tell them that the guy put his beans in my
And
hand.
you didn't tell him.
Oh, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No
Oh,
way.
I did.
What did you say?
4 times I had to keep moving it along. And I was like, hey, so listen, he might have been new. He was wearing sweatpants. Just trying to give him a little
He was wearing
advice.
sweatpants?
Yes.
Oh, God, it was right
I
there.
know. I know. That hotel's not even there anymore.
Gee,
I wonder why. Not the Ravel.
Shocking.
Was it the Ravel? It was beautiful.
I don't know. It was,
at
probably
the very
1969
or
73.
4 years ago. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Think of it.
So go ahead. What did you tell the people?
Hunker cheese. I said, look, I don't know what to say, but the more I thought about it, I did not have a relaxing experience, and you might want to talk to me. I'm not trying to make this a big deal. I think it was an innocent, and then the girl,
Bystander.
the girl with like her lashes was like, oh, I got to get me manager. And I was like,
Guts to get me manager.
I don't know why I just made her like,
I know you made her like this girl with like these really like lamb chops play along guys.
She was
his eyes.
she's like, I gotta get my manager. So she got a manager, and the manager came, and I
Not
was
the
like,
manager with the tag.
she goes, well, I can take off the tip. Do you not want to give him the tip? I go, give him the tip. I'll give you the tip.
He
No.
gave you the tip already in your
Oh.
hand.
No, I got the beans. So I said, hey, I have an issue, and then the next thing you know, then they had to call corporate, then I had to fill out
All
paperwork.
because of Frankie Beans. I'm done.
Frankie Beans.
And then she got carpal tunnel because
Yeah.
she got cuffed
Yeah.
like this, and his balls were so heavy that she just
Yes, and the hands were stuck
And
like this.
Now you can sue him because he gave you carpal
I didn't want to
tunnel.
sue him, but my husband,
Yeah.
as my husband and my friend Dave said, if you make a hand look like a warm spoon rest, you were inviting balls. I was told I was made it inviting for balls to rest in it.
I thought he made your hands do that because you were like this.
No, I was laying back. It was just natural.
Oh, instead of her keeping her hands like this, guys, she decided to do
Why do you
this.
keep your hands like that?
The
Why do you keep
cup.
them all spread
The
out?
cup.
Why would you keep them all spread out? That hurts. Ugh.
Oh, you kind of
This hurts.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're like, oh.
That's all a plan.
Yeah, I
it's
was
a
rested.
freaking plan. That's why.
Because I had the bursitis. Because I got me the bursitis.
All
So,
right, so it's happened often to people. Like
so
that.
anyway, so
Not alone.
comedy. Let's talk about comedy for a minute. I had a big week. Comedy.
She did too.
So I produced a show,
Where?
brokerage, sold it out.
Oh, thanks for the invite. Okay.
I only use people from the city, so I
Oh.
insult everyone. And I did use Chris Monty, who was not from the
What do
city,
you
but
mean
that was
you
all.
insult them.
I don't include anyone from the world of Long Island.
Yeah.
So I'm not making enemy. Oh, you had me, not me.
Oh, gotcha.
So- and I call it reverse commute. That I bring.
Oh, I've
comics.
seen
Yeah.
it. I've seen your thing. Yeah.
So I had
yeah,
this guy,
yeah.
Mike Britt, who was great. This girl, Mika, blah blah blah, and anyway, whatever. Anyway, it was really good. So I did that on Friday. Then I had my friends in town. And then Wednesday, I did a fundraiser
For?
at the Govs, whatever. So St. Joe's baseball. They asked me to headline. It was a fundraiser. I was nervous, but it was fine. It was nice. But that was an honor.
Did you do good?
I did
Did
better.
you
I
land
did
the
better.
plane? Did you land the plane?
It was fine.
It was hard to land the plane.
It was hard to land the plane. So I will tell you, when you go at the end, after like six people,
16 people.
it was small. Maybe it was like 7. But,
No, but
people were tired.
They're tired.
I
never
know,
wanna-
it was-
That's why I like the middle spot.
I know. So it was a little hard, but and I was nervous. And it was baseball, so they were like 19-year-old boys. Nothing I said
Oh,
funny.
really?
Nothing I say in the to
Oh,
a 19-year-old
come on.
boy. But it was fine. I listen. I think I did okay.
You're your own worst critic,
Right, so I wanna
though.
do
You know
better.
what I'm saying?
But then I went back to Govs on Thursday. I did a firehouse on Saturday, and I finished up the weekend at Govs on Sunday. And but the fundraiser, my reverse commute, I had done 22 minutes of new.
All 22 minutes new.
New.
From 1 minute to 22.
Yes, I did the
You
first 4. Debbie can relate. Debbie can verify. I did. I had some Christmas and Christmas New Year's jokes that I'd done for
Yeah.
New Year's. I used that, so I'd used that before. But I said we don't have no elf on the shelf. My cousins are like in Staten Island. They're like no rat, no snitch fairy's gonna live here. We got an old Barbie. We got a whore in the drawer. I loved it. She smoked some Pall Mall, and she's like, I see what you're doing. So the Whore in the Drawer was a hit. And then I did the rest new. And then I told a story. So it's always easy for me to tell stories. When I was a kid, I fell through a wall in my house from jumping on the bed. Because my mom wouldn't watch us because she was on the phone talking to her sisters. And she could only go as far as the phone cord.
With the cord, yes. that's
Yeah,
what
and
my
as long
mom
as
was
she
always
didn't
at.
hear you, you were safe.
Yeah.
So we were quiet. Like I said,
So you got stuck in a
we
wall.
played like I was at a play date at Anne Frank's house. What?
Nobody heard a goddamn thing.
So I was doing like Circus of the Stars shit, and I was jumping from bed to bed, and I went ass over, and I went through the wall.
And how long were you in the
Like,
wall?
hey, Kool-Aid. And my sister was like, I was all
Kool-Aid.
dusty.
I could do the Kool-Aid. I know that.
And then, guess what? That my mother heard. She was like, what's going on in there?
She put the phone down.
Then she hung up with her said, Grace, I gotta go.
She
now
got
she gotta
tangled
go.
up in it.
All that. And she came in and she sees me. I was like, my feet, I was like this.
I just heard the arthritis crap.
Yeah, the
because
arthritis
that
was the
happens to
chair.
me.
So I had the feet in the hands, stuck in the wall, all dusty. And what did
And
my
ladies
mother
in-
say?
What?
Would you, like, you, oh my God, are you okay?
No, my mother would be like, you're a fucking asshole. What you doing, right?
Oh, you better fix that before your father
I
comes
just-
home.
You better fix that before.
I don't spackle, I'm 9.
You better fix that. Like, you're like, what am I supposed to do? Put a
I
piece
don't
of paper
care.
up and tape it?
I don't care. So I had to call my fixer. My grandpa came and
I had to call my fixer.
he had like sheetrock in the
grandfather.
house, and he had like like all the jars, like baby food of all nuts and bolts. He fucking fixed it. My dad never knew. My dad died not knowing I went through the wall.
My dad never knew.
I said, if I don't fix this, my father's gonna come home and put me through another hole in the wall. Here, I'll give you a match. Boom, now fix both of them. Golden contract, you fuck. So I did that bit, and then I did a bit about basses and songs. How songs used to be different when the
Bases like beats.
No,
Or,
bases like first base, second base. Like yeah, when you would
Yeah,
like,
that's
what
I'm
was your
saying.
first base? Well, what's in the lesbian community? Was it first base move in?
The U-Haul is second base now.
Third is
It's-
Subaru
no.
dealership.
I always thought that you talked about first base.
Yeah,
and
so
all
what's
that
your
when
first
you were
base?
a kid, though, when you were like 15.
Well, what's first base? What's home base? Well, let's go
Home is
backwards. It's
sex.
Home is sex. In the pierogi, straight sex.
Yes, lick the pierogi.
No, not lick. That's home. Lick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your lick. I guess you don't have a bat. Well, whatever.
Well,
Insertion.
that's your lick.
Right.
Well, I mean, I would think.
I think
know,
lick's on
but you
third
could do
base.
other things. Lips.
Lick is third base.
Lick.
In the-
Oral is typically third.
in the hetero community.
Yes, but I would think if I could be wrong, people could disagree with me. But
Well-
I would think if I'm going down on a girl, that's
third
home.
base. Oh, that's your. That's
I
where
already
you
went
ended?
home. I went home for the kill.
I guess
Right.
if you don't have a D, maybe.
I will give the D after we already
So that's home.
went
So
home.
then what did you
We're
do at first base?
going home to
so
the
what
next
was first
neighbor's
base?
house.
What's first base? Heavy petting
Kissing.
with your mouth open or closed?
Oh my God! Who goes? I kiss my mother with that mouth. What the fuck are you talking about?
You kiss your
Like, you know what I'm saying? What is yours? What's first base to you?
I guess it would be kissing with some
Making
tongue.
out.
Making
Yes.
out with tongue.
That's it. Second.
I thought was over the shirt.
No, I thought just going right in.
Under.
Wow, I moved faster than you.
I think so.
So they were just like.
that
over
was
the
a
shirt.
dry hump. The dry hump.
Oh, maybe when I was like 13, 12,
Maybe
it was the dry hump. 10.
I think I was dry humping at 27.
She's like, I was dry humping until I got married. I was dry humping at 9.
I dry humped last night.
I dry humped Snoopy when I was 8 years old, my stuffed animal, and put his nose in my pierogi. And then took his tail and shoved it in dry.
Snoopy.
Snoopy had all
Chuck,
crust.
hold the ball.
Snoopy's crust was everywhere, that on his nose and
If
his
you
tail.
took a black light to Snoopy, you'd be like, whoa, Snoopy.
Okay, so you said
So the point of the story was
but then you
maybe I
must
was a
have
little
30,
slow.
Yeah, because you would think
A
that she would have
shortstop, right.
10 bases if
Well-
she's only going over the shirt at second and I'm
Well,
already in.
I guess home is sex, right? So that was it.
So go
now
backwards.
there's a song.
What's your third?
Well, I guess is
Licked it.
licky and maybe a blowy and a sucky and a kissy, right?
It's
would
called
be third.
oral.
Cunnilingus.
Kind of language. Okay, so
So
what?
now so the joke is, and the song was like, and I know and you know that if we get together.
This is your song you made up.
No, it's a real song by Lisa. You know Lisa and the Cult Jam?
Laura, we went to Foo Fighters together. Do you think I know Lisa?
You didn't go dancing in the club, baby. I know you're wondering. Well, I won't come over to
Can
your
I tell
place.
you again? You're 18 years older than me. Okay.
Well, anyway, freestyle disco. But all the
Okay,
songs
my
were
friend
like,
knows that.
oh my God, I wonder if I take you home, like, will you still love me? And I need you tonight. Like you were very like, oh, I'm afraid. Like, what will you think of me? Like that's how it used to be.
Okay.
Now, do you know the song One Margarita?
2 margarita, 3 margarita shot.
Well, no, that is I think the Kenny Chesney, right?
Country.
There's a different version. I will play it for you after the show. I will include the link in the chat. It says, give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs.
No.
Give me 2 margaritas, I'll give you some head. 3 margaritas, I put it in my push. 4 margaritas, I'm gonna put it in my tush. 4 drinks in the tush.
Yeah, but the second drink he already did more
Yeah.
than the third drink.
Give me 5 margaritas, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna stick it in your bun. I'm gonna peg you. What?
That is a song.
Keep going. Talk amongst
Keep
yourself
going.
with the
Talk amongst
pierogies.
yourself. Because where your songs come from, I don't know.
Girl, Debbie taught me this song. Debbie D'Amore.
Debbie D'Amore, she taught you that song. You're so funny. I'm thinking of Debbie with her husband.
Give me a reader, I'ma open my legs. Give me some of that tequila, I'ma give you some head. If I take it free, I'ma put it in my pussy.
Ready, you go.
Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me two margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me three margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me four margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush. Give me five margaritas, I'ma get some fun. Give me five margaritas, I'ma put it in your puss. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs.
Shut up.
Margaritas, I'ma give you some head.
Shut up.
She said, give me one margarita, I'm going to open my legs. So
Yeah.
she's already opening them.
Yeah.
So then why two, she's going to give you head. So opening
open
them
your legs,
means she's
maybe-
already getting it in.
No,
That's-
no,
she's
no. I
cheating.
think finger blast.
Oh, I'm
think-
opening
check the
my
change,
legs
check
to
the
get
change, check the
oh,
change.
God. Who is this girl?
I'm obsessed with her. So that's the song. So on the song, the joke was when they go, give me
She's like,
five
now back to the
margaritas.
joke I was trying to tell you guys I did at the show.
No.
I'm still there.
I said, what holes left?
There
What
is none.
hole- There's no holes left. That's it. So that was the joke. Now that you stepped all
Now that I
over-
stepped all, it just went from.
No, I said basically, you young kids, stop pegging. You're going to have busted starfishes, and your sphincter's going to whistle when you walk. So have a nice day.
Okay, you said that?
Yeah.
Now that's funny. Starfishes.
Stop with your busted starfish.
You're gonna have your fucking the
Yeah.
stretch thing that she just
Yeah,
had for your
right
freaking
here.
anal.
I almost had to bring my, I had to bring my, that hurt. I had to bring my donut to sit on these chairs. Hurt, Bobby.
You think I have issues? And she's got more donut issues than I do.
Bobby, we need a donut.
No,
I'll bring
we're
my
good.
donut.
No.
Bobby,
No, because sometimes I like it not with the donut.
do
because
you
she's-
yell Bobby? Do you remember? Oh, see, you're young again.
Do I
was gonna
yell
say,
Bob-
Do you remember Bobby and
Bobby's
Cindy? But that was Brady Bunch. You're
Yeah,
too
I
young.
watched that.
When they got lost in the Grand Canyon.
I don't know the episodes like that.
Oh, they got lost in the canyon and they put Frank and Beans again in the flashlight because they went on it, and then Bobby and Cindy got lost, and the mother would go Bobby, and you would hear it like echo. And they would go Cindy.
Okay, like Marco Polo, same fucking shit. Marco Polo, Cindy, Bobby.
Okay, so anyway, what did you want to talk about today, Kathy? Now the show's on.
Now that she's like, oh, what about you? Thanks for having me, and I mean, you're
You
welcome
asked
because
me to
I know.
bring joy.
Yeah. You're like, thanks for whatever.
You asked for joy. Brought it.
How do you know I asked for joy when I didn't get to text you that yet?
I could
You
tell.
read my.
You needed
No,
joy.
I needed light, laugh, like
I
Emily
needed
said
it.
it. Emily texted you.
No, she didn't. I just felt it in the
We
universe.
needed lightheartedness.
Yes, enough. It's
Oh
sad.
my god! Yes, we needed that.
Can you
And as much as
feel-
we're feeling it, and she
Yes.
was trying to snap me out of it because I've been, it's been a hard time lately, and things are a little rough. And
On a very special see you next Tuesday. Kathy, on a very special see you next Tuesday. Do you remember that when they would have like after school? Again, you're like so younger. Did you know
after
the boy
school
in the?
special, I remember.
Did you know like the boy in the plastic bubble?
Bubble Boy? That was Donnie Darko when he was before that. What's his name?
No, the boy in the plastic bubble was John Travolta because he had an autoimmune disease, so he couldn't be
That's what
around
I had.
people, and he lived in a bubble.
That's why everyone tells me I should be in a bubble. Emily
Yes, that's it. The boy in the
does.
plastic
I
bubble.
cried
because
all
Emily's-
day because this hurts.
Oh, from your fibromyalgia. You're
Yes.
on the commercial where like the nerves like.
Yes. And if it's not itching and it's painful and I'm just like, and I pull up my pants, ow! Cried all day.
It's like a herpes flare up, I think.
I know, today, this young kid I'm working with, I'm like, no, I'm just having a flare up. I'm like, wait, I should probably explain that to you because it sounds like maybe
That's
like a
very
herpes.
funny you say that because he would
Because
think herpes.
yes. I'm like, because you're like 28. I'm like,
Yes.
you're going to think I'm talking about a herpes flare up, like my vagina's hurting.
So
or
I was
something.
telling my son, I was having a colonoscopy, and I was like, oh, I got to do my prep. And they're like, you got AIDS?
Yeah, that's why you
They
gotta.
thought
You gotta.
I got to explain.
Yeah, you
They
have to
thought
explain.
If I say prep, they think that HIV.
but why prep? with
I think that's
HIV?
the commercial. Like, oh, for your prep.
Yeah, Yeah, you have to explain because
I
there's
know.
so much though.
Because
And when
people
you're
say
older,
it's a flare up, they would think herpes.
and it just sucks because the age is getting worse and worse, and I feel like I can't even have conversations around young people because I make myself look older than I am.
You are.
I
'cause
wear
I think you're
Crocs
80.
because I have
Four.
bunions and corns.
The bunions and corns are stressful. I have them too. Are you
They hurt.
shrinking? Are you shrinking yet?
No, but
Have you gone to the
doing that?
doctor?
I go to every doctor.
Have you noticed that I used to be 5'10"? It's 5'10" on my license. Just went to the doctor. I'm 5'8" and a quarter.
No, you're not.
I'm going to catch Debbie.
I'm 5'8". You just Debbie was always that was she-
Little?
little.
I'm 5'8" and a
No,
quarter.
there's no way. You were so much taller than me. I'm 5'8". You're bugging.
5'8" and a quarter.
Exaggeration.
My
at
point
its
is
finest.
she's not 5'8". Go to the doctor. You're not 5'8". I'm telling you.
I
you're
didn't
not.
shrink yet.
Oh, you shrank. Girl.
No,
You shrank.
It's the shoes.
You think the doctor made me step on with shoes? Of course not. I was barefooted.
I think the doctor's thing was wrong.
No, because I was 5'8" and a half, and now I'm 5'8" and a quarter. I shrunk more. I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking.
Mama said they my
Mama said, Mama said, Mama said,
Mama
Mama
said.
said, you know,
Oh, so we're
they
down to
got
the
me.
wire.
I was shot in the buttocks.
See,
got
she's
shot.
always going back to the butt. So
You got
it's
shot
not
in the
just me.
buttocks. No, that was Forrest. My Jan.
I know
Jenny.
Forrest very well.
Johnny.
I had magic shoes. I was supposed to have magic shoes when I was 8, but I told my mother, hell no, and she said, fine. So I fixed myself. I
Oh,
used to
did your
walk like
feet
this.
you were
I
pigeon
was-
toed?
And I still kind of have.
Are
You
you?
notice?
No. I saw
I
someone
waddle a
pigeon toe.
little.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Wa-
That's a song too.
She's
There's a
all
song.
into that music. Waddle, 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 waddle.
Do you know that song?
Yeah, I know
It's a
that.
good
That was like
song.
from the 90s maybe. Like late
Oh,
90s, early
oh.
2000s.
Maybe. I
Waddle,
don't know.
waddle, 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 waddle,
Yeah,
right?
that was the song.
All right.
Oh, Superman. What?
I just did that at work the other day. I said, Superman that, oh! And then all of a sudden I was like, my arthritis. They're like,
I got the
what
bursitis.
I got the arthritis. She got the bursitis. I was wearing my
I
knee
know.
pad things on today.
It's gonna go bad. Like I went to the doctor. I was like, "Look, this
It's
butt
gonna go
thing.
bad.
Do I have to address?" And the lady says, "You're gonna have it for the rest of your life."
You can't get rid of it.
My busted.
And if you have it
my
in your
busted
fingers, they're going to
starfish,
start to go like this. You're going to look like the witch.
crawl. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
like a lobster.
No, like, caw!
Or I look like Michael Jackson Thriller.
Arthritis, girl.
I can hear. All right, go ahead,
Okay.
Kathy. What do you want to talk about? We have 2 minutes
we have
left.
2 minutes left, and I think this was very entertaining, and I think we made everybody laugh.
We
and
tried.
I'm very happy about that because we didn't get emotional or anything.
We didn't.
You made sure I didn't because
I
I told her I
didn't.
cried all day. But
Kathy, on a very special scene next Tuesday, I'm Kathy.
please tune in again after I just cried my eyes out.
I'm Kathy. This sounds so appealing, so entertaining.
Who did it?
You did the week in this.
Did you have a cunt?
Cunt of the week. I was thinking. I was really thinking.
You have a pierogi of the week?
I was really thinking. I had a good week. My
did-
boys, knock wood. My boys are doing well. My sister
good.
became a grandma.
Aw.
Look at that. She has a bonus kid, my brother-in-law, and baby Henry's doing well. He's born a little
I love that
early.
name.
I didn't have. I thought I had one, and you know what? I couldn't even remember from the car to here. I forgot. Like I had a lot of positive joy this week.
Nice.
Governors
Well,
was good.
yeah.
My real job was good.
That's why it's hard sometimes when we're on the show. We're like, oh, but this week was so good, and I don't really have a gun. It's like
I didn't
so
have
it's okay
one.
not to.
I didn't.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but my mother said I have to laugh, Kathy. As a child, you never wanted to go to the doctor for anything. Now you don't stop going.
well,
I have every is there is except for psychiatrist.
Well, we went to this doctor in Elmont. He's dead now. It doesn't matter, Dr. Sherwin. And we think he molested all of us because no matter if I'm like, oh, my ear hurts. He's like, take your pants off and check your glands. We're like, what?
My ear hurts. Take your pants
We
off.
always had to have our pants
Like-
off. He was always checking your glands and
Oh
your
my
gushies.
God, and your
always in your
gushies.
gushies.
Ew, that
Always.
reminds me of when I went to my primary and I was like 11 and my sister could vouch for me and my mother. I was riding my bicycle and I was getting really raw and inflamed down
Yeah.
there. And then he said, take your pants off. And I'm like, this is like my old, he was like 80.
Yeah.
He's like, let me check you out. And it was like, you're not my gyno. And he checked
You didn't have a
it.
gyno at 11. They would check
No,
my...
but I felt so uncomfortable. He was like, you're very puffy and inflamed from the bicycle.
You should have went to Dr. Sherwin because he was taking your pants off all the time. Anybody that is, listen, anybody, if you were a victim of Dr. Sherwin, call 1-800-OLD-PERV. Fucking Albert Sherwin. He's dead.
Albert
but
Sherwin, you're the cunt of the week.
Sylvia
He's
in
the
the
cunt of the
audience.
week.
Dr. Sherwin, the cunt
There
of the
we
week.
go. We
There
put
you
it
go.
together. All right.
Full service.
Thank you.
Do we end with a song?
No?
Oh, we don't end with a song. We should have some playoff music. You don't have playoff music?
No, because I heard that it's bad to like have a song that's like.
Oh, I
a
guess
real
because you got to
person.
pay
You
for it,
you know, you
right?
get in
Because then
trouble
you
or
get in
something.
trouble. Oh, so we
Yeah.
can't.
So yeah, on that
Oh,
note,
yeah. On that note, I paid $1 for it on.
she paid $1, but you're not gonna hear it.
You're not going to hear it.
I don't pop my collar for $1.
You won't hear
got
it.
$1,
Give
but
me a reader, I'ma open my legs. Give me some of that tequila, I'ma give you some head. About to
Oh, and I will.
I'ma put it in my pussy.
Are we done?
Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me two margaritas, I'ma give you some head.
We're going to have to pay for this, right?
All right.
Okay.
All right. On that note, you guys have been great. Thank you, Laura.
Oh, let me.
I love you.
Oh, I love you more.
Mwah.
Thank you for
And
listening, my listeners.
We will see you next Tuesday.
Thank you.